Okay, so I'm gonna give my shot here at this video vlogging thing. I got me this Indian FTR 1200S 2 days ago. It's pretty nice. It's a 2022. I currently at 433 miles, so I will be doing my own oil changes. So that's going to be happening here pretty soon in the next day or two. Just try to get the TFT to come up, see if we can't see the mileage on it. It does take a minute, but it's not a deal breaker to me for what I got. So as you can see, should be able to see 434 miles on it in 2 days. I buy a bike to ride, not to look at, though I do like the looks of this bike. This is a very sexy bitch to me. The things that I don't like so far is this license plate, which I'm going to be removing that and doing under the tail. I was considering originally doing one that went backwards in this direction, but after seeing the dirt and stuff coming up on the tail light, I think I'm going to go ahead and go with the traditional one to come out to kind of help mitigate that. I'm anticipating to lose anywhere from 5 to 7 pounds when I get this bracket off of here, but we'll do a compare and contrast when I get to that. Also, something that I'm going to do pretty quickly is get the windshield. And you're not, I know from experience, when you're doing 120, 130, you need some kind of wind resistance, the ability to tuck down and get out of the way, or a way to mitigate the wind resistance, I'm sorry. And so I'm going to get the windshield mount, and I'm thinking of Puig right now. I'm going to go with that. Of course, there'll be a video on that when it gets to there. Another thing that I like is all of the lightings on this is a LED. Now, I traded a 2022 Kawi Z400 that I bought exactly 1 year ago this month, and when I traded it in, it had 14,600 miles on it. You know, again, I buy to ride, not to look. Of course, this sticker is going to end up coming off and cleaning that up. Don't need that. Something that I'm not sure about is this 2-to-1 into 2 on the exhaust. Now, originally when I started looking at these and had the idea that I was going to get one, I thought that I would leave it 2-to-1 and then extend it out as one. However, this one came with the Akrapovic 1 into 2, so I'm kind of like thinking I'm going to end up going with that. Something that that Indian did though with these on coming out of the factory, you can't. The set screw is not here. What they did when they put these baffles in, because it's coming out of the factory, the manufacturer, is they rotated it. So the set screw for the baffle is actually going to be over here. So I'm going to end up drilling that out, pulling the baffle out, and there should be a fitting on the bottom of that baffle that will let me open it up and put it back in, which is going to make it louder, but it's going to open it up and do some free flow. And then of course, if I want, I can just take the whole baffle out from that point. I'm also going to go to Indian tomorrow to get the oil for my first oil change. I'm going to see if I can get a couple more of these plug covers here for the new holes that I'm going to drill, so I can do that. That's kind of needs a twist to go on, it looks like. Not wanting to cooperate, so I'm not going to waste time on that. I'll get back to that a little bit later. Another thing too, when it comes to the weight, because this thing's 514 pounds wet and ready. Like I said, I'm expect to lose about 5, maybe 6 pounds when I get that bracket off on the rear plate and move that up. Like I said, I'll verify that when that time comes. But something else I'm going to do too is remove that the catalytic converter. That should be an easy 15 to 20 pounds. I'm thinking I should be able to get this, you know, with just these two items down to between 480 and 490 in weight. And I'll have to see what that gives me on the top end. I have not really been able to ride it yet because I just now got it broke in, so I really can't speak to the mileage and the gas tank, because it does only have a 3.5 gallon gas tank under the seat. So once I get that first oil change out of the way, and then I can really start riding like I ride, then I can come back and do a video on that. But anyway, guys, that's the beginning of this. I'll be putting out at the most one video a week. I do have a day job. You know, bills don't pay themselves. I'm sure everybody knows that. And so I look forward to the next one. Have a good one.